put your fantasy football hat on. Who's a consensus first overall pick in fantasy, do you think, this year?
It's going to end up being Jonathan Taylor this year, Rich. And Christian McCaffrey has a very viable case. But Jonathan Taylor last year led the NFL in rushing attempts, rushing yards, rushing touchdowns, rushes of at least 20 yards. He had 40 catches last season. And there's an old fantasy mantra that you really can't win your league in the first round, but you can lose your league in the first round. And if you take Christian McCaffrey, which I am not going to try anybody that does, and his injury luck continues, and over the past couple of years he's had very little injury luck, then you could be looking at a lost season. Jonathan Taylor has not missed a game during his pro career. At one point there was talk, I believe it was during the game on Saturday night late last season when they played in primetime against the Patriots, where it was like an incredible note shared where he hadn't missed a practice since like middle school. So as far as availability is concerned, few players offered as much as Jonathan Taylor does. So I would say that he is the consensus first overall pick in fantasy, and deservedly so.
Who's the first receiver off the board, do you think, or should be?
Yeah, I think we're going to go back to the well here with Cooper Kupp. And, there have been seasons similar to Kupp's last year, like Michael Thomas's back for the Saints when he set the single-season catch record that did not sustain the following year. Again, injuries can play a concern there. But with Cooper Kupp, led the NFL in not just catches, receiving yards, touchdowns, but also had the most catches of at least 20 yards. Not like this guy is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 yards per catch. He's a legitimate big play threat, and he had 7 targets in every game last year. That's an incredible run of consistency. I know the Rams added Allen Robinson, but as things presently stand, no Odell Beckham Jr. for this team. And even if they do have OBJ back, we all suspect it might be more of maybe a November/December and January impact for OBJ as opposed to an early season splash for him. So I think Cooper Kupp is, as far as safe picks go, even if he doesn't repeat last year's success, he'll end up being a worthwhile first-round pick.